A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone. Hamza here. Inshallah, today I want to make another reaction video. Just to remind us the reason why I'm doing these videos. It's not in any way, shape, or form to mock anyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, "O believers, let no group make fun of another, for they may be better than them." So for me, it's not to make fun of anyone. Rather, it's in accordance with the hadith of Prophet Islam, where he said that whoever of you sees an evil, let him change it with his hand. And if he is not able to do so, then let him change it with his tongue. And if he's unable to do so, then with his heart. And that is the weakest of faith. So the reason I'm doing this reaction video is to condemn what I see as evil with my tongue. Say what I feel is wrong about it, and what should be done in place of that. And hopefully someone somewhere will find this, listen to it, and change their ways find their path back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and live a better and a more fulfilled life. So again, that is the reason, or that's my reason for this videos. So the video I intended to react to at the beginning was new trend on TikTok of these young girls that call themselves the stay-at-home girlfriends. So you find them now moving in, although to be honest, I don't think it's a new thing, but now because they've given it a name and it's trending on TikTok, young girls begin to think it's something that is good, and you see a lot of them following that path. The problem I have with this, I sincerely believe that these girls think and they believe that they're doing something that is good. Why? Because they think that moving in with a guy, taking care of him, cooking his food, making sure everything in the house is well kept and all that, they're being traditional women, which is what they hear a lot of guys saying that they want. So I sincerely believe that they have a good intention. And to let all those other women who are clamoring for women to leave their home, leave their husbands, go out to earn money, about money, I don't need a man and all that stuff, to tell them that no, that is not the way it should be. We need women. As women, we need men, and as women, we need to take care of our homes. I sincerely believe that is their intention. But then the problem with that is the foundation of this is a good intention. That's what you have. But then the foundation of it is wrong, because now you're moving in as a girlfriend, not as a wife. Those responsibilities are the responsibilities of a wife, not a girlfriend. And there's no way you can sugarcoat it or label it to make it okay. It's not okay. So there's nothing about it that I will agree with. If you only do things right, why move in with a guy and live like couples, like married couples? And the guy, you're not married to him. What is stopping both of you from getting married? What is stopping you is my question. Why are you not married? Get married. Everything you're doing, you're already doing as a married couple. Then go out there and get your family together and get married. Why is it so hard? Anyway, to react to the video, I just wanted to see what other people who have reacted to the videos have to say. So I found this video that was this reaction by Matt Welch. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. And I totally agree with his analysis of the video, his way of looking at it, his conclusion. I agree with what he has said, and I think he did a very good thing by really explaining to the girls there that this is, and also the men, this is not the way to go. If you want to really do this, then get married, which is exactly what I'm trying to say. Then I saw another video that was from the thumbnail. I saw a group of women, elderly women, and I think they also reacted to the video, the trend of stay-at-home girlfriend. So I said, okay, if a guy can react to this video so sensibly, let me hear what these women also have to say. I mean, they are elderly women, they are older women, and I believe that from them we should hear words of wisdom. But unfortunately, like a minute or two into the video, I was already like, I wasn't expecting anything different, but then I won't say I was disappointed, because I wasn't really disappointed, but I was like, if only. I was disappointed again, kind of contradictory, but I expected them at least on this, at least for them to say something that is reasonable. But let's watch the video and then you might understand where I'm coming from. Bismillah.
You could be a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Well, I'm not girlfriend anymore, am I? I'm a wife.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you know what? If I was younger and I fancied a nice house for a few years and a nice holiday, I might just think about that.
What, you get bored being at home all day? I mean, I did that with the kids when they were young, because they'd overlooked after them.
No, that was a nice big house in the country with a swimming pool and everything else. No, seriously. I mean, I don't have a massive problem with it, but as long as it's not like, you know, an ambition, like putting these things out on TikTok and billions.
She doesn't have a massive problem with it, as long as it's not an ambition. Okay, let's hear what more she has to say.
The people looking at them, I think, could be quite damaging to young girls, because they might just think, right, that's all I have to do is make myself a rich bloke, find a nice house, go, and all I have to do is make this coffee every morning, and that's it. But there'll be more to it than that.
Yeah.
There won't be anything you won't be allowed to say no to.
So her problem with it is the fact that there's nothing you will be allowed to say no to. So it's not really about, okay, she does have a problem, not a massive one. And her problem is there's nothing you will be allowed to say no to. On the face value, that kind of makes sense. But if you look at what she's saying, it doesn't make sense, because the foundation of it is wrong. So you should have a problem with it, because you are a mother, I guess. If you're not, then you are an aunt of someone, you're a sister to someone. You will not want your daughter to be in this position where she's living with a guy, doing everything a married woman should be doing, but without the commitment from the man, from the guy that he's married to her. So you should have a problem. At the same time, this is not right. At whatever level you want to put it on, it's not right. Where we have our young girls moving in with men, living with them, the guy is not married, is not committed to you in any way, shape, or form. At any time, the guy can decide to break up with you. At any time, he can decide to go outside, get married to somebody, bring the wife back home and tell you to leave. And this is promiscuity being painted or packaged in a different, subhanallah, I don't know.
Right? Because that's the point of it. I mean, everyone wins, but who cares?
What's the difference?
See, that's the point. The point is her point is because you find yourself in such a situation where you depend on the man and you are not able to say no. So that is her main problem. Apart from that, who cares?
Being a stay-at-home mum or a housewife.
Well, I say it whole. I mean, you've got children.
No way. They're not in any way, shape, or form comparable. You cannot compare this lifestyle to that of a stay-at-home mom or housewife. I mean, I can't even believe she said that. Anyway, I think I do believe expect her to say that, because from the discussion that they're already having, I think that's the way they think. I'm sure it's their ways of thinking that have led these girls down this road. So there's no way you can compare stay-at-home girlfriend to stay-at-home wife. They are not comparable in any shape or form. The wife has a right. She's married. She's got the commitment. She has a right to be in that house. The girlfriend does not. They are not comparable. And I can't believe you're saying you even made reference to it.
I mean, children all need to be looked after, so clearly. And there's also like financial dependency. I mean, if you're a wife,
and commitment,
then and a commitment. There's a different sort of relationship. Whereas your girlfriend.
Agreed. That makes sense. If you're a wife, there's a difference, complete difference in relationship. But if you're a girlfriend, there's nothing attached. You're just a girlfriend, and this is sad.
And then what's the commitment there?
But if somebody is genuinely happy being someone's girlfriend and like making the bed and making a latte every day, good on them.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're so angry with these people.
If somebody's genuinely happy, this thing about happiness, I don't know when happiness took over everything. It's about you being happy. There's no. People are not thinking as long as you're happy, you can do whatever you like. And that's the argument she's making. As long as if she's genuinely happy, you can't be genuinely happy, because at the end of the day, they'll end up breaking up. This is not sustainable. So the happiness is short-lived. So as long as you're genuinely happy, you can do whatever you want to do. What a way to think.
Linda's
I've got a problem with it.
I've got a problem with it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not angry because it is a difficult thing. I don't want to judge anyone, and if that is your choice, then it's entirely up to you. But I do find it quite upsetting, with having two teenage girls. I mean, my mum fought for her independence.
Now the double standard is coming out. She doesn't have a problem with it, but then she has a problem with it. Okay, let's listen to her reason.
She fought for the right to be able to go out and work, to earn her own money, and to be seen as a person in her own right. And
okay, good. So the reason why she's not happy is because her mom, her grandmother, whoever, they fought for the right for women to go out for women to be able to go out to work, to make a choice, for women to earn money. The bottom line of what they fought for, it's for women to make a choice. So now that you're not, in short, this idea of women making money, going out to work, I don't see why. I think they do see, but they just refuse to, because it suits into their agenda that women going out to work. I don't have a problem with women going out to work if it's not impacting on their primary duty. And say whatever you may, the primary duty of a woman is to take care of her home and raise good children for the community. The reason why we're seeing so much crime and so much degeneracy going on in the world is because the women have left their primary duty. Nobody's taking care of the children. Nobody's in charge of the upbringing of children. The children are left to be brought up by nannies and the internet and everything and anything they see. Nobody's guiding them. And that is why we have what we have today. So women like this are out there getting angry that women are staying home and raising their children instead of them going out to work. How many women are working that are really happy? We've seen them. I mean, look at them. We've seen all that. These women, they go out to work, they make a lot of money, but they end up being lonely. They end up without husbands. They end up in a broken home. They don't have a family. Their children are all over the place. Their children are not well brought up because their mom is out there making money. What is this obsession with making money. How much money do we want to make? If you make enough money to sustain your family, that is just more than enough. But no, we want to make so much money, we're making more money than the men. And that's why women are not listening to their husbands anymore. Women are not getting married. It's all emerged from all this idea of women don't have to be at home. I don't have a problem with women making money. I also make my own money, but when it's to the detriment of the upbringing of the children and the family, then there's a problem there. But no, of course, again, I'm not trying to justify the stay-at-home girlfriend. I'm just trying to say, when you look at women who decide to stay at home to bring up their children, you get women like this condemning them. Why? Because their mother, their grandmother, and so on fought for the right for women. But again, you look at the double standard. They fought for the right of women to be able to choose. But when these women decide to stay at home, then they become a problem. You get angry. Why? Because they are not living up to your expectation. So if you do something that is in line with what you want, then yeah, she's an empowered woman. She's living, she's choosing to do whatever she wants. But the minute she goes against what you see as what is right, then you have a problem with it. Such hypocrisy.
Not be an appendage to a blow, as all of my mother's generation tended to be seen. And it kind of really does upset me, if we might put your phone off, Carol. If we're moving back to a position where young girls want to attach themselves to a man.
But this is the operative word, if that's what they want. And I think sometimes I get really confused because I don't want to be that, so I am not that. And I think when women were fighting for our independence and for our right to choose and for our right to vote, I think I interpret it as that we were being fought for the right to make our own decisions, and whether that be.
Absolutely. See, even though I don't agree with what she's saying, I do agree with this part of what she's saying. When the women were fighting for the so-called rights for women, it is for the right for women to choose. So when women decide whatever choice they make, you should be happy with that. After all, we now have the right to choose. You can't be happy when they make a choice that is in line with what you want. But as long as the minute it goes off what you want or what your agenda wants, then it becomes a problem. Then you're not happy with that. You have to be consistent. Do women have a right to choose, or they don't have a right to choose? It can be both. If they have a right to choose, then they have a right to choose whatever they want to choose, and you should be happy for them, because after all, they have that right to choose. So you can't enforce your own right or your own idea onto them. They decide to stay at home doing nothing. That is their right, and you should be happy for them. After all, that is what your grandparents and your mom fought for.
Wife, girlfriend, or whatever it is you want to be.
Or be a pole dancer or anything.
Yeah,
like
whatever you want to be.
We're not talking about stay-at-home boyfriends. There is no trend on TikTok.
You see, once they get cornered with their nonsense ideology, they just they shift the goalpost. Now it's about stay-at-home boyfriend. We're not talking about stay-at-home boyfriend. We're talking about the women. They have answered the question, do they have a right to choose or the right not to choose? I don't believe women should do whatever they want. I don't believe anyone, women or men, should do whatever they want. There should be a limit to everything. There should be guidelines to living life. You can't just live like animals doing whatever makes us happy, because that's the new thing you hear. Everybody says, as long as it makes you happy, you do whatever you like. Where do we draw the line? So you go out, you just said in one breath, women, your forefather, your grandmother or whoever, they fought for the right for women to choose. At the same time, you are angry and condemning the right of these girls to choose to stay at home girlfriend. I don't think they should stay at home as girlfriends. If they want to stay at home, I don't have a problem with stay at home mom or stay at home. If they decide to stay at home as wives and as mom, they have that right to do that. It's between them and their families. And it's for them to raise their kids, but you have a problem with that. But then you come out and say women should do this, women have a right to do this, women should have a right to choose. But the minute they choose what they want, you have a problem because it's not in line with what you're doing. And that's the problem. You know, most of the time I sit down and I'm thinking, how did the young girls today, women today, how did we get it so wrong? Why are they living the life of, I don't need a man, I have my money, no one can talk to me and all that. And the more money you make, the less attractive you are to the men. But still, they don't get it. Now you see why they watch these women who have this platform to tell them the truth. But rather than telling them the truth, they're telling them, go girl, boss babe, go make money. It's all about money. How much money does one person need to make in a lifetime? How old will you be before you stop making money? When does this money making things become so important that we need to give up the right to a good family, the right to a good home, the right to live a happy family life? I don't know. And they have the platform, and I believe they should use their platform to promote what is right. But no, it's all about women having the power to choose, as long as that choice is in line with what you want them to choose. It's really sad what women are going through. I think this is just half of the video. I really don't see myself watching all this.
Stay-at-home boys.
No.
The power dynamic is always that women will be financially dependent on men and will look
But how do we
after
know
his
these
latte.
girls don't have their own money? They're just with these.
Honestly, if you really want to keep watching this, I don't think I want to watch all of it. It's already too much. I just needed to bring out some of the lessons. If we're having women like this who have a platform to tell our young girls what is right, and this is what they tell them, and it's sad. We need a man to tell us what is right. I mean, if we have, especially they are elderly women, older women with more experience, you expect them to have experience and wisdom to advise the young girls out there. But no, they keep telling them, go girl, you're boss babe, go make a lot of money. And that's why you're seeing this girl, whatever it is they need to do to make money, they don't care. There's no guidance. There's nobody to tell them what is right. And now we're having the rise of this stay-at-home girlfriend. For those girls, I just have this to say. I want to believe you girls doing this stay-at-home girlfriend thing have good intentions. And the intention is you want to be like a more traditional woman. You want to take care of your so-called man. It's hard for me to say this things because you're not married. I mean, do the right thing. Why is it so difficult to do what is right? We try as much as possible to cut corners. The end of this is nothing but misery, unhappiness, because things like that, relationship like this will not last. The sad part is, the feminists, the ones who are telling you don't depend on the man, will have they will have the last laugh. They will have the last laugh. Why? Because sooner than later, the guy is going to break up with you. He's going to throw you out of the house. The guy that is even nice will be the one that will break up with you and send you out of the house before he gets married to another girl. Some other guy will go get married to another girl, bring her into the house, and then send you out. And what are you going to do? You're going to go on TikTok again and make so much noise and ridicule yourself and slander the man or whatever. That's the most you can do. Why don't you just do things right from the beginning? Give value to yourself. We're talking about high value men, and women think once some women come out to say I'm a high value girl. Why do you think you're a high value girl and make money? It's all about money. No. And the men keep telling you they don't care if you're making millions. They don't care about your money, except the man who wants to use you will be the one that is after your money. Men want high value women who are traditional, women who care about family, who are chaste, women who have not been passed around like most of the things that we're seeing out there. Huh? Keep your chastity. Is that too much to ask? Let a man, a high value man, because any man that stands up and do the right thing, for me, is a high value man. Doesn't have to have so much money. As long as he's able to take care of you, take care of your the children he has with you, and give you a moderately average life, then that is good enough. But no, because it's all about money. We've been brainwashed into having money. So the girls are now running after making money, and they're running after men that are making high millions of pounds that their father didn't even make. You know, it's sad what the world have become. So take care of your chastity. Take care of yourself. Give yourself value. Let a man who wants to marry you come to your father. Let him come and ask for your hand in marriage. It is not outdated. That is not an outdated thing. Stop passing yourself around. Stop devaluing yourself. After you have done that, you now try to make a case of why a man should take you after you've been used and passed around. It's not worth that much. It's not worth the trouble you go to. The trauma is not worth it. It only takes a bit of discipline. It takes you a bit of discipline to keep yourself chaste and look out for a good man. You don't find a good man in clubs. You don't find a good man on the streets. You don't find a good man. You find a good man where good people go to. Maybe through families or friends or wherever it is, not online. Or yes, there are some dating apps that do work, but not the way you guys are going about it. So don't put yourself out there. Don't force yourself onto a man. Respect yourself. Give yourself honor, and you will. The stay-at-home, instead of becoming a stay-at-home girlfriend, you become a stay-at-home wife, and it is now you become the man's responsibility, and he has to take care of you with dignity. Not this one that you girls think you're doing and you think you're living life. This is not life as far as I'm concerned. It's not right. The end of this is nothing but disappointment and a lot of sadness and a lot of misery. I hope you learn from this. I hope you sit down and reflect on the lifestyle that you're choosing, that it's not really going to end well. This is not the first time this has been happening, and we've seen those people who have done it, it didn't end well for them. So I don't see how you think yours is going to end well. It's going to end in nothing but disappointment and pain. And it will be better you save yourself from that right now before it's too late. And if you're thinking of joining the bandwagon, I would advise you not to. Join the bandwagon of those who truly find success in getting a man to marry them. This will not end well. And I do pray that you realize that before it's too late. Again, I sincerely hope you find the right path to your Lord and do what is right. May Allah forgive us all our sins and guide us right. And if you've benefited in any way, shape, or form from this reaction video, please do share it and subscribe to my channel. It's quite new, and I'm trying to pass on the message and grow the channel so a lot more people can listen to this, and inshallah we all find our way or trace our way back to the right path. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.